So first, we're going to drop our base coat. Our base coat is a titanium white from Artisoft, ultramarine blue, cobalt blue, light blue permanent. Also, a blood orange was a mixture between a fluorescent yellow and a cadmium red. We have a fluorescent yellow orange, fluorescent yellow, and a gold. We have a black cell activator that we're going to be putting over this white paint at first, and that is where we're going right now. I might need to restock on my little paper towels for this, but put a little bit of this cell activator on the blade of this spatula. Some of you are asking where I got the spatula from. I got it from Blix here in Detroit. Every once in a while I'll go. So let's get our swipes. Windy here in Detroit. You probably building about to shake down all around me. And we will move into our last little swipe. Luckily, I don't need a whole lot of cell activator to do what I do. A little bit of white's gonna get eaten by that black anyway. Viper. I know what I want. Well, let's see if what I want can be put on acrylic first in the line of colors, because I want it to at least drag that shimmer over blues. Cobalt blue. Look at this blue. This ultramarine blue. It's just slightly lighter. Even be just barely even noticeable on the camera. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you can even see the color difference. Blue permanent, which is a very distinct difference between the others. High viscosity gold from Pebeo. The way I'm laying out the colors, I'm leaving a pocket. Really bold red. It's got kind of almost a peach problem. And we got our cell activator so thin that I don't really got to concern myself with bubbles in it. All right, here we go. Yeah, I feel like the blue carried through even further on that one than it did on that. I kind of swipe it down and drop it around. Now right there. Start on the white, come through, come through, come through. Beautiful. Just some subtle details. Nothing big, nothing crazy. Just little tiny details. I feel like this blue is a little bit more pronounced, so I'm just going to do this one again. And do this one again now. There we go. I am so ready. So a nice light spin. Kind of just get these colors to just move a little bit. We have the convergence right there in the center. I really don't do it. And there we go. I think that's what we have. I love that. So there is no silicone in this white that I just laid down, so that the silicone in these other colors does not contact the canvas. I hope everybody's doing amazing. I'm having a great day over here in Detroit. So I'll fill this up a little bit. Trying to keep each of the layers about similar, but I want to go through the whole rainbow with them. It is doing something interesting that's being created. Is I wanted to have a small layer of white in between, just to add some contrast. Minor oversight won't make too much of a difference. They allow you to control what's going on a little bit better. Another small layer of white color. Happening. I'm gonna start making the layers slightly smaller. I might start adding less. Nice bit of contrast between the layers of color. Very small. Yeah, sure can. So I'm just having a happy little adventure in paint pouring tonight. A little white, beautiful blue here. Have like a nice day out on the water. Right. Just let some of it release there. And I was entertaining taking some of my cell activator. Kind of a pain to just big spot in the middle. All right. Oh, I made a drip. Oh, Lord. Here we go. And maybe I'll just try to do what I typically do and swipe over it without making it too muddy. Take some of my white paint without silicone. Slide on. Just colors coming to the surface. I mean, it looks really nifty. Actually, I like it. Just nothing too forceful. Some of these color combinations really look intense, and I'm very happy with. And now we can take it and probably spin it the opposite direction. Just another light, gentle spin. That it's having a difficult time flowing because the canvas was dry there. Put a little bit of paint, and I really don't want to spin too hard. Really interesting, like a lacing effect, which is really cool. Just all these really tiny cells I was not expecting. And I absolutely love this one. I think that's enough. We got some bubbles. That's one problem with this pouring medium I've realized, is that because of the thickness of the glue, it tends to get tons of bubbles. All right, so this is my black cell activator. I showed you guys how to mix it. It's just water and acrylic ink. And now for the fun part, I pick it up and blow. All right. So far, the lacing hasn't broke, which is awesome. I see a bubble that I don't want. Swiped through all those cells. I don't know if it'll distort it. I would imagine it would. All right, so we're gonna spin this one out. Oh, wow, look at that. So that's gonna be a very interesting look. Same here, it's black. And now I need to set up a little drying area for these. All right, so let me see, is there some spots here that don't have so much? All right, I'm just gonna take some of that, put it right there. That was number one. Now it's time for, all right, so the first bloom was blown out. Let's do a second one. I might not have had enough medium, so it did roll under, and this is the centerpiece, so I wanna try to avoid that if I can. And if we need to mix up a little bit more, go through and get rid of some of these bubbles. All right, cell activator. I think we have plenty going on the outside now. And then we're gonna pick it up and do our blow. I love that. I think we might roll under a little bit over here too. Maybe could reposition a little. I'm not gonna do too much though. Well, let's spin this one out. Oh wow, but I like that one. All right, drying area. Really excited. There we go. And the final countdown. I am quite goofy sometimes. All right, so we were running a little bit short on the medium, so I had to mix up just a little bit extra. Luckily, it's a fairly cheap medium, so there's even more bubbles. I imagine I could probably use a torch to try to pop these, and it might be faster. The only thing I'm worried about is that it would put a skin on this glue. For now, we're playing it safe. And then once I do, all right, let's get the trusty cell activator on there. Probably ending up putting about 6 drops. And now it's the pot. Big old bubble right in the middle. Dagnabbit, you broke my cells in the center, guy. All right, I'm probably blowing too much with a downward angle. Need to blow more to the side. Getting back into the swing of it. All right, you ready, guys? But they are stunning. All right, let me set this drying area up. I know, I'm coming around the other side to get this one. Get back. All right, now the cells in these have opened up just about as far as they're going to. And I had to go through and pop the bubbles. You can see if you're looking at the glare, there's still some pits that need to self-level just a little bit. But I'm really, really excited as for what this is gonna look like when they're dry. Because it's like a bloom I don't think I've ever seen before. I'm gonna use a similar technique that I used in a previous video, and we're gonna do a swipe with some white cell activator in the background. I'm not really concerned with that, but I want to have a nice thick coat to work with. I'm gonna pour it along the spatula. I really love the effect that this made. So we'll do a really slow, light swipe through the center. Go at it from a different direction. All right, so we'll start our swipe. Nice, slow swipe right through it. Hold it all awkwardly at first. Maybe it'll make it easier. All right, another nice light swipe. Go like we did last time right there. Now, I know I'm gonna want some more around the edges here. Let's see, I kind of like the way that flows, but I want to kind of go against it too. So that's a lot of blue, you guys. Oh my goodness. Still trying to keep it the same size as my swipe tool. Same thing, we'll gradiate the colors, because I think that was really cool. It's really bright, light blue permanent. I think it's a glorious color. We won't know until we try. It's really deep red right here. This was a combination of that same red and the fluorescent yellow. It made almost a blood orange color. And then this is that beautiful fluorescent yellow. All right, so first, maybe we'll just start here, kind of drag the colors out. Yeah, see what I was talking about? The yellows kind of turning like a green tinge to it. It's kind of cool looking. It's out into nothing. there's a lot of like these colors that they're not going to mix very well together. So I'm trying to, oh man, look at that. Let's do a little swirly do. Perfect. There we go. Let's just drag some of that through. Drag some of that through. Then maybe right in the middle, disturb the cells just a little bit. And then we're gonna spin this puppy out. We will work with them as best as we can. And anything where I accidentally get color, maybe where I don't want the color. I am so in love with these just really fine details. As you can see, yeah, that light yellow kind of did turn into a greenish with that black. That was one thing I was worried about, but other than that, like, I'm just speechless. The composition is amazing. I love the way this looks.
If you want to watch another video just like this, click the screen right now and I'll see you there.